triage fights are not particularly popular here on Console World.
Unless you're Team Vitality. They've loved this map.
Yes, that's true. So, let's see what the setups are, because right now, Infused are running themselves a recruit on Anubis. Not uncommon here on Console. We've often seen people do it to get a second whichever weapon it is. More often though on recruit defense.
Right.
Yeah, GSG9, get MP7, I get a Jaeger's 416.
And it can't be a recruit shield because Mr. Blackbeard is already in play. We're only allowing one shield this season, including Blackbeard. So I'm pretty curious what they're going to run with that recruit, or if there's an issue. Although he picked it right away, right?
Yeah, locate straight up. So we'll see. What is your setup as your drone goes in? It's an M1014, so it's a shotgun on recruit, but he also looks very AFK right now. Sorry, AFC. There we go. He comes back and moves just as I touch away. So Atomic takes out a drone and is now putting traps under the alley window, but of course that trap will have been spotted. Fuse is still going that way. The rest of Supremacy setting up their trapdoor reinforcements.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Just being very slow. We'll come on in to the open office area, put a couple of bits of barbed wire down, and then do his reinforces. Do the one outside first, that one.
Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers
Pinned
objective
here
is
in
to
the
locate
corner.
a bomb and defuse it.
Could be dangerous for him. We'll see. We've seen teams in the past see the Jaegers very late to doing this reinforce, just rushing straight in and going for it. Optics is now there at the window, but cannot crack it open. Ends up shooting it instead. Zephyr's inside there. They're still trapped on the lead. We'll be able to grenade it through.
Enemy located. First floor.
Right on the wall. Will that have killed the frost trap? It did. Plenty big enough. And makes a big ass hole in the wall, but Zephyr immediately shoots back through the hole to take Optics down. 2 grenades already out and used, and your sledge gone. Not a great start. Zephyr now holding true here in the kitchen. Oh, that air conditioning.
It's fantastic. Oh my god. Whew. Saved.
He's just going to wait in the kitchen. They've still droned around him and close to him. He needs to reposition away slightly as he hears them coming in from behind him.
Activating drone.
Actually still outside and will drone through and check him, but loses the drone once it gets inside.
About to be bad news for Jaeger if he peeks.
Yeah, but he's got a Blackbeard to deal with, and he's got a camera to check it. Can see him there now. And looking for... Fell over the wall, snatched out, lowers his shield, just tries to sprint forward, and he gets the thermite outside. Zephyr!
Is that a collateral and catches Blackbeard in the sprint? That's about as lucky as it gets.
And at the same time, Raphael's taking down Anubis right at the end there in the garage. Pushing the garage with a shotgun is it's a new one for me. That aim was fantastic. Tracking him perfectly from left to right, and easily securing the final kill of the round. And to be fair, no sweat.
None at all. The
Supremacy back.
I mean, the huge mistake there, I feel, was 3 people piling through that window, which is arguably the biggest choke point on the entire map. And very little drone play in advance. I feel Blackbeard, of course, rushing the point, as we've seen. Even though I guess by design he's supposed to be the point man assault guy, we've seen him far more useful as the more protective person, you know, if maybe they crouched in and he stood over them. But him sprinting in did no favors to anybody.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Right.
Just droned a bit more. They didn't need to, but they did the same way. Whatever.
Yep.
Done. Anubis is still on a recruit again now, and this is what we expected a bit more. MP7, recruit GSG9 with all that barbed wire and a C4. He uses obviously the C4. Makes a hole in the wall, but then he's going to set up the barbed wire down here in servers. Often we'll see teams play servers, but that requires reinforcing this
Attackers have
trapdoor.
located a bomb.
We haven't done anything other than the elevator yet. Snake's going to do the front. Optics will head on through and do the open office ones, while Anubis himself, with his only recruit reinforcement, will do the one above server.
Bomb located by attackers. 5 seconds to insertion. Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
Coming through, but on the top floor they are leaving webs.
More reinforcements ongoing!
Reinforcing up here as well. Interesting. We've seen teams break those trapdoors up top in the past and use them to then take out thermites underneath or just other roaming attackers down underneath.
Right.
It's rare we see them properly reinforced.
Drone activated.
So let's see how he can use it. He's hovering around the open office area a little bit deeper though than Supremacy did it. A little bit thrown down himself. He's now forced to back away, having got droned and not been able to kill it. He's got Smitch underneath him here. They're checking cameras as well and waiting for him. We'll pick up his armor as Smitch now falls back.
Drone's up and
Just
running.
checking his garage camera. Anubis. Oh, we've been holding out in the lobby. Waiting for some kind of movement. Raphael knows where he is though. Raphael. Edging forwards, and it was looking through the gap behind the cabinets. Very conscious of that recruit being in there.
Attackers have dropped the bomb
Around him now.
diffuser. Attackers have recovered their
Firing
diffuser.
off down towards the stairs.
Disabling electronics.
Recruit to turn on him.
A really AFK coming right up.
Edges around the safety and realizes he will be okay. Team are in the open office now and have cracked open the floor through there. And a minute 20 on the clock. They've done the second one as well. So in comes the attacking force. Anubis is the only player left on the upper floor and is now finally starting to move
Reloading!
in from the outside.
Almost.
Cameras, yeah. Thought about it.
Send another text.
Better get back to checking the cameras. Yeah. Optics then playing in server. Still 4 members of the attacking team inside this open office area. Bibu's the only one who's really split off and he's at the top of the server stairs. He comes down through here, he's got the barbed wire to contend with, and the bottom of it will be this Valkyrie. She C4s, and that's enough to just scare him backwards. Why should she C4 her so early when she saw him in that barbed wire? I don't know, but he's now peeking around the corner. She's going out with the shotgun, tags him up, but it's not enough. Meanwhile, Atomic has been taken down with Sangul, all by Snake, as they try and drop down inside the A site. Optics is very, very low. Bibu knows this. He's just around the corner, waiting for the peek across, but misses way too many shots. Bibu will be credited the kill. Now Optics is going to try and come back inside. Raphael is there, but sneaks in the peek around at the same time. They do try and double team him, and it will succeed. Zephyr now alone inside the vault, edging towards the red corridor where Webster is already down. Gives his position away by getting the kill, turns around the corner into the shotgun, and he's shut down. Optics with the easy kill through that kill hole. Securing round number 2 for defense once again. We've seen teams try and do this multiple times in the past. Dropping through trapdoors rarely ever works.
Right. It can work as a, you open it early on, your team starts putting a lot heavier pressure somewhere else, and then once everyone's good and distracted, you kind of just slip in and be like, oops, did you guys forget I've been here for the last minute and a half? But 9 times out of 10, it is not the best idea on the planet.
So, back then for the Supremacy defense, they have obviously now both held the basement, so they're both going to set second sites. Supremacy going with the top floor. Infused, we'll see what their idea is a little bit later on. Supremacy while they're up here. Going to bring a castle to the table. We'll use this on the windows there. Tim is going to crack these up, lock them out. Just forcing teams to use up resources on those windows and not get free peeks inside the bomb site itself. Out that corridor, so they can't be shot so easily from the car park. Also, no, those are the first things Castle does rather than the last things. We can't get sniped from a distance if anyone goes up onto that car park roof. Meanwhile, Kuro Hobbin made between the storage room and the A site. Super standard play there.
5 seconds left before insertion.
And the back wall sealed up once more.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
Defenders staying on the top floor for now. Raphael being very ballsy, doing that quite so close to the timer. Bibu heads down into the lobby, cracks a window open, and that camera actually gets outside here. You can see it on the wall there, by the car park. And he's going to hide down in the lobby waiting for him. They sent Jaeger a little bit further down as well, and he's now on the middle floor, hiding by the back alley entrance. Well, the attackers are coming in the front. Smitch is in, Webster's already right inside. He's going to be trading shots back and forth with Zephyr, whether he knows it or not in a moment. Heading now towards the lobby where Smitch's drone has found Bibu. Going to try and hunt him down. He's using up a lot of MPX ammo trying to kill that drone and cannot land any kind of shots on it. Upstairs on the car park, right outside that window though, there is a sledge looking for him. Does finally get the drone, but Ash is going to be very, very close now. He's cautious of the floor above him, but Ash is spraying through the wall to her right. Sledge still just seeing the feet coming through. He has to go prone and hide. Still, again, cautious of the skylight.
I don't think, I'm not sure he fully knows where he's actually getting shot from yet. I think now he does, but before it seems like, felt like he thought he was getting shot from the skylight.
True. Zephyr does get around with the flank though and takes Webster down. Webster was just sitting here spotting on this doorway, making sure that the Valk couldn't run away, instead of checking his own back and his backside. And that gets exposed and abused by Webster. Yep, does see Sledge's head. He knows that he's also now safe thanks to the fact that Ash was killed. Zephyr pushing on aggressively again. Gets back to right underneath his thermite. The thermite heard him running around here though. He's cautious now of the footsteps being made. Smitch is still outside and Sledge is still on the car park. Sorry, Thatcher is still in the car park across the street. Still watching their front. Sledge coming into the meeting room to start trading shots back and forth with the Sledge, with the Rook. Neither of them doing any too serious damage. Snake taken down by Zephyr as again they just can't deal with these roamers. The thermite knew he was close, they heard him and he was looking for him, but instead of having a teammate or doing it with a drone, he walks straight into the crosshairs of this Jaeger, who is very happy to pick up a second free kill and then back away. Anubis will finally get the kill onto Bibu, but he's taken so long to do it that they're up to 35 seconds and they've got nowhere close to the objective. He's finally come inside, but he's now hunting the Jaeger, who is also down still on this floor. Going to come to the top of these server stairs and will walk straight into Thatcher in just a moment. Thatcher in fact just going right above him. Heading on up here to join his team, but they've got no thermite left anymore, so they can't get through these walls. They've got to go in towards the stock room. Flashbang and the sprint across the gap. Rook is still firing through one angle. Sledge trying to go in there, but Thatcher comes in behind. We'll find Rook, but Rook is ready for him. And suddenly all that's left is Smitch. He is inside the A site. He does have the diffuser, but he's just completely swarmed. And it's a free and easy second kill for Atomic to secure the round for Supremacy. Roamers being so slow and slow passive, just wasted all the time in the world for Infused, and they did not have anything left when they got to the bomb sites.
I mean, ultimately, if they did have a fairly well-timed push-in, just if they could have picked up maybe a couple of those kills on their push, it might have given Blackbeard that extra distraction he needed to plant, but yeah, ultimately ran the time way too low for them to really coordinate anything useful.
Now, Infused defense is going somewhere separate. Staff room and open area then. Downstairs we go, and they're also bringing the brand new Capcan to the table. So a lot harder to see his lasers, no spike to deal with.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by
And of course,
attackers.
adjustable heights for Capcan traps.
Bomb located by attackers.
My new most embarrassing Capcan moment has been having like sprinted into a building, leaping over the Capcan trap while vaulting through the door. And then as I think of, I've come through this door, it's safe. Running back through the door the other way to run away or go from a different angle and then hitting the trap. Worst feeling ever.
It's less than ideal, yeah.
So he'll go up above and start doing the trapdoors. Does these two as they are the most important, but getting this one would also be
10
great.
seconds left before insertion.
One here in the stock room would be nice, and they do bring
5
optics
seconds
upstairs.
left before insertion.
You may do it in just a moment. At the moment though, he's still throwing out cameras. They do then go down, so they've
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
reinforced
Attackers
everywhere
ejected
else up in the stairs, completely locking out from the archives. Bibu coming up the front of the building then. Just gets there in time for Anubis to back away. Sangle's drone's going to come in and we'll spot that Capcan trap straight away. Optics, Snake and Smitch all sitting inside the objective then, with just the one roaming player being on the same floor, but once again out in the lobby, just lurking and hiding. Breaking around the corner. Checking the various cameras as they get taken out, moving again towards the library. Shots come rattling across next to him as Blackbeard starts firing his way in, and he's swarmed by drones again. Heads into the elevator for safety, is cautious of where the drones have gone, but does to shoot any of them out. Now he looks to reposition and looking for the man rather than the drones. But there's no one there. And besides, it's not worth being outside anymore. Cracks his way in. Will reseal. Zephyr's going to rush forward for him. Not managed to get anything done. They also do blow a nice big hole here by Blackbeard from the front of the lobby in towards the open area. So he's got a good shot around the top of the metal detectors and those stairs from a nice long range with this cover of the desk here that Blackbeard so loves. Webster just steps up inside.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has
Down
been
the stairs.
dropped.
Meanwhile, Bibu and Sangor are coming around behind looking for a different angle. Thermite still up and above and he's looking for the trapdoors. We'll get the one that's up here above Anubis' head and the A site specifically. Gonna hold his next one and then head on down. Break the wall into the staff room. He's got plenty of teammates here with him. There's nothing on the other side of it to stop him planting this. It's going to be a free plant once they've redeemed it safe to him just go and do it. There it is. And they will open it up.
Disabling electronics.
Checks the back stairs, it's on a flank, but we know there's not going to be one. Webster has gone down the front stairs, but Snake has come and killed Zephyr out. Raphael trading onto Webster and doing a lot of damage. Bibu though is picking up a kill of his own. They do go in, but he'll team kill Sangor then and then not get the kill onto Optics himself. Upstairs now, Anubis has gone to look at the trapdoor that was blown open. Webster now coming up from underneath. He's going to find a Tumik, but not before Optics can. He's going to let Optics get that kill, and it's now suddenly all on Raphael. He is at the metal detectors at the front, which is stuck next to barbed wire. Gets the Jaeger system by accident, gets the Kapkan trap, and then gets kills by Kapkan from the trapdoor above. All on his own, and again we get another defense win, this time for Infused and taking us to 2-2.
Pissed off Kapkan, killed his trap. That's what happens.
So, time now for Infused to get back onto attack of that basement once more. Last time around they were stumped by the sheer presence of Zephyr in the open area. Couldn't even get close to the objective, they just got picked off all over there and then had that unfortunate recruit running in towards the garage. This time around, looking to have a better job at the same task. Can they clean Zephyr out? Will they be able to do anything about him? Will he even be there? Because he was only there, having been so damn late placing his trapdoor reinforcements.
Right.
Maybe if he does that in a better order, he might actually have somewhere else that he normally plays. We'll see. As the Supremacy setup continues down in the basement. Sangor goes up, Tumik goes up. Tumik, of course, is going to do his traps once again.
Camera feed up and running. Ready for company. Swapping mag.
Get a couple of kill holes in towards.
Camera in position.
Anyway, it does look like they're intentionally having Jaeger play in this spot, and he will take the trapdoors at the end for good measure. Sealing up the alleyway access. They've got a crawl hole now between between the office and the archives. Bibu's doing one trapdoor, Zephyr doing the other.
Setting the welcome mat.
Gonna rotate now. Bibu gonna play close with him. Webster coming up top, and Zephyr is just doing a little bit of barbed wiring. Webster gonna come up again above a Tumik. Not sure if he wants to come inside yet.
Heading up.
Bibu will jump over into reception and look to run away. Snake had droned her out. Smitch is looking to drone as well. He will go down towards the basement and join the rest of his team, who are all sitting down here. Tumik, Sangor, and Raphael. Drones from the front end of the map have been let in and scurrying around the bomb site like vermin. Anubis pushes in to tell us. Webster coming down the front stairs, having cleared out the top floor, but we have to give that all clear to his team. They're now looking in towards Tellers for something that might be in armory. Cracks a couple of walls open. Anubis has got some kill holes in there. And they're just waiting again. It's a minute 48. The Tumik is coming close to being underneath them now. Raphael picks up the first kill of the round, but Bibu will be traded straight back out by Smitch. But Raphael has killed off the thermite. That could be big. Zephyr still
Attackers
lurking
dropped the
around,
bomb
looking for the
diffuser.
next big name. Go through that door for him to shut down, but he's going to go through a door of his own and get taken out instantly, running through the metal detectors by Smitch again. Just ready there and watching the body. The rest of his team are now considering the push onto the front bomb site.
They're in a pretty good position. Over a minute left and 4-3. Might see our first attack win.
Right, they've also taken out all the roamers.
Right.
So if they're confident with that, they've got the count across that we've killed 2 people. Might see a plan go through. Atomic and Raphael looking towards the trapdoor in the lobby then, waiting for them to drop down through it. Meanwhile, Infused Optics running through the kitchen in the back. Webster also confused, so droning for himself. Gonna leave a camera. Then begin to push forward again with his breach charge. Mark has come to join them. Gonna crack open the door.
Now they've
Bomb
got
located by
30
attackers.
seconds of smoke to contend with.
Nest in position.
He's gonna have to,
Although he's alone, he can finish off. We can
Seconds remaining.
hit him somehow.
yep, stay behind the bomb and pop up all 3 smokes. There it
Just
is.
left.
Last one. He's got to go through it. We'll time out like the 2-second mark, but they've got to get in. Raphael has picked off Anubis, and now he's firing onto Webster, who's trying to push from the elevators, and we'll get the pistol kills. Atomic gets the rest of his team, and then they run out of time for another Supremacy win. Infused had a solid start and looked a little bit better, but just couldn't get close to those sites.
It's that they had that late rotation of Garage. Wasn't a bad idea. We've wanted to see teams put pressure on Garage, but they had to get him moving over there far sooner than he did. I think it was who did they just have on Ash? Was it Ash that pushed
Ash
Garage?
was
I don't remember. But they had that rotation of Garage, and it was a great idea, but the 3 people again trying to pile through that one door, and that's exactly how that goes so many times, especially when you're running that close to the clock. You know smoke is still up. You put 3 people on one door and that first smoke goes off, it's over. Either that or you're just going to have to run through it and hope that you
Attackers need
can
to
survive the
locate
smoke
and
and
defuse
kill
the
them
bomb.
before it runs out.
Yep, and that's a rare thing,
Yeah.
if borderline impossible. So, down into the basement again, go Infused for their next defense hold. All signs point to the fact
New feed
that's
activated.
their round. Seems like we're going to go this way in the entire game today. Anubis once again running his MP7 recruit operator. We're going to do his one trapdoor. Has used his C4, of course, to blow open the walls between A and Red Corridor.
10 seconds left before
And
insertion.
the rest of the team is setting up upstairs. Optics will do the reinforcements in the open
5
office.
seconds to insertion.
Anubis last time hung around in
Attackers
the
recovered
lobby,
the bomb
lurked
diffuser.
right out there.
Attackers
Didn't
are moving
actually
out
have
to
to come and
locate
make
a bomb
much of
and
an
defuse
impact
it.
at all.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
He's going to do the same thing again now. He got droned out last time. They just didn't go to kill him, they just made themselves aware and kept themselves aware of it, and he never really came into play. Now they're going in towards the top floor from the upper windows. Bibu and Raphael going up. Zephyr going up there as well. The others are still on their drones down in the spawn.
Drone's ready.
Raphael is cautious of it. Anubis is still hidden down there.
Deploying drone.
Drone comes in from the front end of the site. Front end of the lobby, in fact, on the map. Anubis hasn't budged an inch. Optics inside servers on the cameras, checking for everything coming his way. Webster's killing off drones while Smitch
Attackers
watches the
recovered the
cameras
diffuser.
to tell him if it's clear or not. And Snake is just holding inside servers, watching the tunnel, keeping Optics safe. Zephyr then will drop into the open office area. As Raphael looks to peek the stairs. Webster has had to fall back because of it. They heard some noise, the callers come out, the sled dropped in there. Sangor's drone will chase Webster back further down the stairs. Sangor is... Zephyr then stops looking at that angle as they start to blow open holes in trapdoors. Hasn't checked the camera, there we go, checks the camera above him now. As Blackbeard runs on forwards. And also goes inside the office. Minute 10 on the clock. Last time around they just spent so long here at these trapdoors they had to drop through them and then ran out of time and just got slaughtered because dropping through trapdoors is never great. So they're going to try and do the same thing again. Anubis, though, this time has moved a little bit faster and has picked up Zephyr, taken Sledge out and then got to safety on the floor above. Now Raphael's watching the lobby entrance. Bibu's in the archives. Sledge and Thermite still here inside the A and B trapdoors themselves. And well, Anubis just hiding in that elevator upstairs, ready for it.
Great spot to ruin their day.
Yeah. I think he's here in the front. Bibu gonna rush on in? No, he left there a long time ago. You should know better than that. Here comes the drop. They're going to breach charge underneath. Sango's going to stand straight on it. Does get into red, but is going to get slaughtered as soon as he comes through that way. Doesn't have the time for anything more, and they just line up for Snake. Bibu does grab 1 kill, but is immediately finished off by Anubis, who came down the stairs. And Anubis gets 2, Snake gets 2, and the same thing happened again. Taking too damn long to come on in your pushes, and then you have to come through the drops, and sure enough, they're ready for it, and it's a meat grinder.
Right, it seems it's two hired teams. I don't know if they're nervous to attack each other. Like, oh crap, that's Supremacy. We're scared, or vice versa, you know, or if it's just a lack of practice on the map or a lack of work on the pacing. But yeah, that centralized push around the drop downs is not something we've seen work in the past, and I don't really think it's something we're going to see work in the future.
So, time for Supremacy defense of the top floor again. They held it before because they didn't do anything, and the enemy team ran out of time. Ready?
Defenders,
They also
protect your
didn't do
bombs from being defused by attackers.
Gonna do something this time, guys. That'd be nice.
C4 deployed.
Yeah. You're not doing enough. You're doing too much. Okay, well now you're just not doing anything.
So,
Chat, what movie?
set up on the top floor once more then from Supremacy.
10 seconds to go.
Reinforcing out the meeting room. Reinforcing the A bomb site back
5
walls.
seconds left.
Holes between the storage room and the A site.
Attackers have
And once
recovered their
more,
diffuser.
we look for the
Attackers'
attacking team
objective
to
is
make the
locate
win.
a
Zephyr
bomb
and Bibu heading downstairs as a
Attackers
pair.
dropped the diffuser. Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Bibu once again just putting his cameras in the lobby. Then Zephyr will go right down to the bottom floor. Waiting for Bibu though. They're going as a pair. They're escorting each other. Zephyr going to head out in towards the garage. Checks something. No one there. And he's just going to end up hiding. Looking for anyone to come that way. And once more lurking. Bibu inside CCTV doing a similar thing. I'm intrigued by their take on that, because every round so far for Infused, especially when they actually attacked this bomb site, they just came in upstairs and aggressively pushed. This time, it's a good shot from Bibu by actually coming up and getting the man that was lurking on the floor underneath, and this time it worked because Buck was underneath his teammates, throwing grenades up through the floor and doing damage vertically in towards the storage room. They read that well, actually. I was about to say, going down to that basement floor won't do anything, because they just attacked from the windows and from the roof the entire time and never went near those floors. This time around, however, they did go to the floor below, and, well, they were able to punish Buck for it, so good job, Bibu. He's now come up and rejoined on the top floor, but Zephyr is still lurking down in the lobby. But the attackers have slowed down again after losing their man. They've got the hole blown open here in towards open office area, and they're cautious of the attackers coming through. Sledge, though, still trying to grenade up through floors underneath and looking for prone players, thanks to having these trapdoors blown from under as well. Zephyr is edging towards him, though. Snake rushing into the floor above. Zephyr actually gone back the other way now. So there goes Thermite into the top floor. Blackbeard on the windows, just trying to look into A and find someone. Snake will start blowing the back wall of the AE bomb site. Giving them some more sightlines in, and that's limiting movement of the defending players, especially now that Blackbeard's on one window and the back walls are open. Watching the hole in from the stock room then. Anyone going to move out of there? They will be punished. Instead, shots coming in from his right hand side, and nothing he can do about that. Ash is firing across towards where Smoke is. Smoke's going to throw his charge out and actually hit Smidge. Tumik still sitting here inside the stockroom with a shotgun in hand. Zephyr still downstairs checking on cameras, ready to pounce when he needs to. 35 seconds, it will be soon. Blackbeard tagging a couple of people inside, taking smoke down incredibly low as he peeks out just that step too far. Forward comes Snake, looking to edge inside the room. He does see the Rook right in the backside of B. They both take each other down very, very low. Now he's pinned and has the diffuser. Grenades going over the barbed wire means they've got to deal with it. Zephyr does come up from behind, pick up Webster, but then Anubis immediately gets him with an unscoped spray. Looking for the smoke, bouncing down the corridor. Can't see him, but it means he exposed himself to Bibu. He walks around the corner and with the help of Sangul for that last kill. Supremacy secure another round. Edges forward as he hears Blackbeard came inside. Once Blackbeard's off that window, he's easily exposed. They did finally all push in a kind of similar fashion, but just couldn't land the important shots. I mean, Smoke was on 5 HP, if that.
Right.
And yes, you picked up the kill on the rotating Zephyr, nice shot, but then you missed on the Smoke.
Just
he
the
just
whiffs.
sprints away past you.
Right.
Then Valkyrie comes around the corner and doesn't miss. That was one bullet straight to the head. Good
Oh, yeah.
job, finished.
And that was not a shotgun, correct?
Nope, that was the MPX.
Yeah.
It was straight around
Right
the
to
corner,
the face.
first bullet, straight head, done. And then
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as
they
they
go
can.
again. So they did try to come in. Of course, the thermite being incredibly low made it very hard for him to plant. That forced the Blackbeard to come inside. It was a good job for the defending team to avoid Blackbeard on that window the entire time.
Attackers have located a bomb.
They've secured it around and now puts them on map point, but Infused now on defense. And they are on the open office in the kitchen area again.
Razor wire is up.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds left.
Once more they head upstairs, do 2 in the reinforcements from the 3rd, put cameras up there
Attackers
too.
recovered the bomb
They
diffuser.
held this last time around
Objective is to
thanks to a little
defuse
bit of
the
cap
bomb.
can play.
The attacker's bomb
On the
diffuser
top
has
floor
been
through the
dropped.
trap door after it had been blown open, he rotated up there and caught the attacking team by surprise.
Camera feed up and running.
And the attacking squad are coming in once again. A couple of players spawned out the back of the alley, droning in, checking their safe. There's 4 players inside the bomb site itself. Webster once more roaming around as the man up top. Did he just shoot that Capcan trap?
I think he might have.
Yep, he killed the Capcan trap while trying to kill the drone. And the drone gets away. And then we'll head downstairs being chased by the drones as they go.
Swapping mag!
So, we'll still cautiously keeping an eye on him. Zephyr's still outside, droning in. Raphael is coming up top again, same as they've done every round so far, sending him and Ash to this floor through the windows. And he will drone the lobby and check that that's clear, and this time it is. There's no Anubis lurking in there with an MP7 recruit. Sangul droning the garage, Tumik droning CCTV rooms. They will comfortably be clear that it's empty soon. Zephyr doing the same here. Out by the lobby, and they will go. So, upstairs in the backside of the site, Bibu starting to pressure on in, and he's, well, did drone Webster into roughly this spot. That's why he's checking the room. He's got an eye on the window or the door. Webster's moving around inside. Pinned in that right-hand corner now. Another drone came in, sprints across the gap just as Bibu takes his eyes off it. Counting his blessings. Now down to the left, though, there is another defending player. Webster leaps through the window, and that makes him revealed. Behind the corner, and then we go. Tumik is the second man. They get a double angle on him. He can't hide from 2. They will finally shut down the roamer. It's a good start for the attacking team. They've got a minute on the clock though now, and they've got to get inside against 4. Shotgun holding close to that alley. C4 will go off, but won't touch a soul.
Coming right up. It's about to
Jake's
get
just
out.
waiting. Thermite charge going to go off. No one left in that room. Thermite goes into the small office and will now thermite the wall right next to where Valkyrie is.
Attackers dropped the diffuser. Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Maybe we'll get a good shot range again, and we might find him for an attack win. Infused reply with Anubis, picking up a Tumik. They've blown the wall now right behind the shotgun, and they're getting on inside, but he can't land the important shots until Bibu fires into the backside. Blackbeard's been down, and now it's 2v2. Zephyr coming across from open office will pick up 1 man. Ash is now looking for the next one. It's Anubis coming down from the stairs above. He's tagged Ash up hard, but he is pinned in from two sides. And Supremacy take map number 1, with finally being able to break the mold on that last round. Figured out the Infused defense and cracked them open to get 5 rounds to 3 on map number 1. Here it is. They found their roamer, they chased him around the map and got the kill on him quickly.
And then they moved and assembled around the point with swiftness.
I can't help but feel the downfall of Webster in that round was that when he was droned out, when he was scouted around, he actually ran back to try to get towards the bomb site, back to his team. Right. Every other time that anyone had found any roamers or dealt with any roamers, all that roamer did was run to another weird spot or run further away or just hide somewhere else on the map.
Right.
And then the attacking team just ignored them and just let them. Which is what Supremacy were doing again. They were droning in the fence, but they were still just pressing the objective, They killed him because he came back to the objective.
Exactly.
Instead of just looking up
no
for a weird spot
longer
again.
was an issue somewhere else on the map. He was just like, okay, well now we can just push the point. All these teams know how to push the point. What they seem to have trouble with is that pacing, taking out the roamers, and then using their leftover time to push the point. Like, crap, this is a lot harder now. And yeah, by rotating back, he kind of just gave them that easy, all right, hey, we know how to do this part.
Yeah, like, oh, you come back here, we've already got 5 players pushing this point.
Right.
Thanks. And then after that, Bibu did then get the next kill, pushing in through the little, from archives into the main objective room. That puts them 5v3, and then if you can't push a site 5v3, you don't deserve to be the unbeaten team at the top of the pro league. Like, so that was an easy win from that point onwards for the attacking side. Now, though, we're heading over onto what could be a more dull map. Let's be honest. Kafe Dostoyevsky then.
Oh boy.
Infused versus Supremacy. Once again, Infused are starting on attack. Supremacy, actually that doesn't sound right. I thought it was the other way around.
I vote that we push for an official...
Is this correct? Okay, Infused are starting on attack, and Supremacy are going to be on defense. Kafe Dostoyevsky, map number 2, let's dive straight in. Both these teams, of course, still got a chance for points in this game, but Supremacy, of course, are far stronger, having one map in the bag already. Win here will get themselves a full 3 points.
This map should ultimately just be renamed Skylight.
Yes. Skylight. Thankfully, though, Supremacy changing their first bomb site to be the fireplace hall in the mining room, so they're going onto the middle floor. It will still be a little bit of Skylight play, I'm sure, but I need to track down roamers. And this is something where the inability to kill roamers, which we just saw on Bank, could really, really hurt a team far more than it did on Bank, so to speak. The earlier rounds of Bank, the roamers ultimately didn't do much. Like we saw Anubis sitting in the lobby. His team won the round, yes, but he wasn't involved for the entire time. We had a couple of other rounds where the roamers were just so far away they just never got back. However, here, this map is far too small for that to be a thing.
Right.
If you can't find those roamers, you can't at the very least be ready for them to push you. If you don't just hunt them down and kill them early, they will get behind you in a matter of seconds, and they will punish your push. So
absolutely.
We need to make sure these teams are on point with it. Now, the attacking squad is a little bit different this time around.
Protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
As we have IQ and Fuse in the mix. No Sledge, no Thatcher. I mean, Twitch isn't so uncommon, is it? No Sledge and no Thatcher. We normally see at least one of the two, especially on Xbox, because that gun is so perfectly stable and easy to shoot with.
Second floor. Place device.
10 seconds left before insertion.
We'll see. Defense, on the other hand, though, very much a standard set. Bibu
5 seconds left
in the Christmas corridor, setting up his cameras, lobbing it up, getting a second one in there. Smoke has headed up to the top floor and is setting up the trap door reinforce and just keeping an eye and keeping safety on that area. Bibu's not going to come join him as well. And he's running the Spaz this time as well, not the MPX like he was before.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Picking up first early kill by peeking straight out from the bakery and taking IQ down as she ran straight towards the building. Now The rest of the attackers are slower and more cautious on their way in. Droning to find where Zephyr's gone off to, make sure he can't peek on out again. Webster, there we go, on the top floor. Drones in, gets inside the skylight. Looking around the corner as they know he's coming through. Smoke, easy kill, nice shot Webster. Tracing straight across his face. Does take half his health in damage, but droned it. Dropped on in without taking fall damage. And while Smoke did hear it, she was ready for him. Anubis pushing into the bakery. Thanks to Snake's drone, knows where Zephyr was coming from and did the same thing. Shut him down. So the roamers are starting to get picked off here by Infused. This is good. They now, however, 5v3. Raphael is back inside the site. Bibu, however, is not. They do kill the camera right above his head. So he's now cautious of where Webster might be. And Atomic, of course, inside B has been droned. They don't seem to have put a drone onto Bibu yet. He'll now, there we go. Snake spots him out and sees him. Now going to have to reposition, gets in towards the laundry room. And he's cautious of where this switch is going to come from. He's got nowhere to fall back to now if he gets droned out again. Smitch is on the white stairs right next to him. He could easily get pinned within this room.
Drone's ready.
He's going to hear Smitch walking down that stairwell. He's got an idea he's coming. Smitch won't have seen him yet. They haven't droned inside this room. Snake is coming up underneath them. They've got a minute. If he comes around and gets two of these players, it could be a big deal. Snake at the moment does see him, but cannot get the shot in time. Now Smitch will, though. Does trade him through. Go 1 for 1. So it is still 3v2. Not a lot of health here for the attacking Infused side. Atomic right on the other side of where those fuse charges are going off. He's got to be counting his blessings. Webster, however, knows where he is, though, and he's spraying across at him. Sprints across the gap and misses his shot. Now Smitch is going to peek, and he gets the shot over the shield. Very nice shot, Atomic. Webster tries to trade it and will get away with it. He does down him. Now Fuse is looking in the backside of where IQ is. Firing through to where he thinks Anubis is down prone. Buck, though, looking to get on through. In he comes to where Webster's just killed off his teammate. Does he know where Webster is? He does, and he sees him mid-plant. Raphael gets that kill, and now 10 seconds on the clock, and Infused have to kill off this bandit. He just ducks away outside the room as they get Fused in through the fireplace. All he's got to do is hide. He doesn't have time to pick up the diffuser or get this plant going. Picks it up, cannot hold the button in time. Defense win round number 1 thanks to smart play at the end by Bandit. And the time running too low.
It's actually one of the only times we've actually seen during the 1v1 the player realize that he's got this just by running and actually do it. We saw, I think even just last week on Thursday, a couple of really risky pushes by defenders that did not have to push and could have just won from the timeout.
Yeah, there's a lot of subconscious, oh, I could just pick back. I could just pick back. It's actually very hard to not go for a kill in those last 10 seconds. Oh, he's in the middle of the room. He just came through the fireplace. Easy. No, just run away. Very hard to overcome. But he did it. That's why he's a pro player. And they won the round because of it. First round then on the board for Supremacy, and now it's their turn to attack.
Attackers need to locate
their attack lineup looking far more standardized. They've got Sledge in the mix. They've actually got Twitch back, which, as I mentioned, is a little bit surprising. The faster fire rate on her weapon is not always so liked here on Xbox, but I'm going to give it a shot here. Here's Raphael. Upstairs they've sent just the lonely Capcan right now, which is rare because he's 3 move speed. And he will reinforce the trapdoor. Then begin to set up a couple of cheeky Capcan traps.
No. Not going to have cheeky peeks and cheeky little Capcan traps.
We haven't had cheeky peeks in months.
No, we haven't, I suppose. One or the other,
I feel
though.
the Capcan traps, now that they've been changed, are far cheekier.
Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers' objective is to
Set a
defuse a
couple
bomb.
more. One of the maps that I think we're going to see a lot more Capcan because of how small it actually is. The fact that he can get around, spread out his traps like this, and still get back to the objectives without being killed off straight away in spawn, as opposed to a bunch of others which he just lost for the day. Goes on a little walkabout. Webster putting up the last couple of trophy systems, cracks a window open and has a look in case anyone's late rappelling up from Park Alley. They're not.
Charge activated.
Just drone down on the floor above. Tries to pistol their drone down, but it will jump straight through him and get out to safety again. Still know where he is. So he's heading down the white stairs now. Ready for the drone to come in behind. Bibu up on the window inside piano will go in just a moment. He's also got Blackbeard up there with him, and a bunch of, in fact, all the other Supremacy players are on the upper floors.
Drone activated.
They do continue journeying, trying to find where the Jaeger went. As it is, he's down the stairs, they will be sure of that in a moment. Supremacy's Atomic and Ash will have both just given that information over to Fail. Oh no! That's embarrassing.
That's the one.
Zephyr taken down by a Kapkan trap.
Cheeky indeed.
Exactly. This one too is the first one. It was the cheeky one I was talking about.
Especially the red carpet. You know, it's something a lot of people don't think, but I think the red carpet very much helps with the new buff.
Bibu, however, has traded back with 1 kill down through the floor onto Kapkan himself, actually, once that floor was blown open. But now he's got no health, so does jump out the window in an attempt to kill himself and teleport back in through the window. Take 2. There we go. Now he gets out, downs himself, will look for the teammate to revive. And there comes Sledge.
Kapkan does live vicariously through his traps, though, even from beyond the grave.
Still got a chance. Not with that
Not
one.
that one.
Pulls it out underneath him, then drops down. And actually, Webster, yeah, he's inside the room, will have just heard that drop and has immediately gone crouched behind the counter cabinet inside. He's now cautious, waiting for Raphael to come on through, and Raphael is now making that move. Does start to spray through the cabinet, hits Webster very low, doesn't realize it, and backs away before continuing fire. Webster, though, sprays a little bit himself and runs to safety. He's cautious of the aggressive push. Smart, but it's not coming, and they've got 20 seconds, so you've got to make a move. He's going to go on in and hunt for it. Let's look at the diffuser as he's only got a couple of seconds to plant, and well, now even less as he's down.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Bibu comes straight down, picks up the diffuser after killing off the Valkyrie, and wow, Raphael and Sangor picked up kills on their own. It is now all onto Webster. He's making a push, he kills one man, but he can't get the next one. And by baiting, wow.
Should have committed to the plant.
Yep, needed to just hold the plant.
I'll be honest, I thought he did plant. I didn't realize that he pulled off early. He had to have been a quarter of a second away from finishing that plant.
Webster getting that last kill, you take that gamble. It's like, okay, he's got 1 kill. Is he going to sprint in and try and deal with me? No, he ran away. It's a smart play to do it. He went out, he had to reload, whatever, and as it was, he pulled off the diffuser.
Right.
Ran the clock down. It was the gamble that Infused made, the Supremacy made, and it worked out for Infused. Now we head on to a 1-1 round again. Bar and cocktail. Now we hit the full skylight game as Supremacy head towards the top floor for their defense again. I want to see
Attackers need to locate and
an
defuse
Xbox
as many
squad
bombs as they can.
hold the bar, the bakery and the kitchen. We've already heard, and we talked about it earlier on, how they all consider shotguns to be very, very strong.
Right.
So why do you not play this bomb site with a shotgun behind this cabinet, a shotgun at the bottom of these stairs, and a shotgun just in this little corner with the reinforced walls? We've seen the amount of times you can just sprint into the spray of another man and just pink around the corner with your shotgun and kill the important target or the diffuser or something. Force them to come into your shotguns.
5 seconds to go.
But I wonder
Feel
if
it's better
it's,
than this site.
I wonder if it's just that fear of no chance of recovery if they do run that. You know, in the event that somehow the team does get the plant off, there's so many windows and ways that the attack team can defend outside. But I would think
have we seen diffusers on any of the bomb sites?
Yeah, no, I was going to say I don't think that they really let the plants go down often enough to worry about that.
Okay. I can understand it on PC where we do get players like sitting outside and using the ACOG assault rifles and popping people at quite a distance.
Right.
But even, like, I don't want to bring it back to the controller accuracy or whatever, but we just don't see teams even wanting to or trying to do that for whatever reason.
Right.
So they should be scared of that bomb site because people don't like the range game. They come close on attack anyway. And then you're just being gifted kills. We'll see. As it is though, they're defending the top floor. Bibu checking these cameras that are thrown out nicely outside for the men on the windows. There is, however, a sledge on the window. Sledge. It is Mitch. Sledge is right out back and he kills Anubis. There we go. Zephyr tried to sprint outside and kill the man repelling. Optics was that man, but Anubis was ready for him. They've done their research. They knew that was coming. Now Smitch is going to go inside piano. He He's got optics on one window for him. He's already watched as Kapkan ran away, but now inside the freezer room, Rook is spraying at him. Will have not landed a single bit of damage though, because Blackbeard shield. Goes on prone to look underneath the drone hole, but there's no one there. Checks the back stairs again. Drone's still checking around for him. Valkyrie is still prone on the other side of the wall. Rook is tentatively peeking in and out, but he is playing with fire. Bibu has opened up one game zone. Now he's spotted the camera.
That Rook is going to lose his head.
Yeah, if he comes out again, he is not in for a good day. And he knows it, so he's being very, very cautious. They've got a lot of people in this room now.
I don't know if he does know it.
Keep doing it just for information, but more and more drones being popped off. Ash and Thermite both came into that same window, forcing Smitch now to move around. Know that behind that desk is Valkyrie. He's taken a lot of damage from this shot, but he's still alive. She's still got C4 in hand. Can she throw it over this desk? Fidgeting, that's for sure. The shots come rattling close. She's gone to Probable Shield instead of C4. Bibu, however, has killed Anubis. Now all three remaining members of Infused are inside this piano room. Just coming prone, and Smitch is going to run right up to it. Does die, but forcing that movement might have given them a bit of extra time. 25 seconds on the clock now. Smitch has the diffuser. Not the perfect person for plant, especially in this bomb site. His shield would be very nice to help defend it. There we go, he's dropped it, giving it to Thermite. They get a flashbang inside the back of the desk, but Webster's going to take the brunt of that flash. He doesn't know he's downed Raphael yet. Smitch is watching behind them. Smake gets on inside. Bibu will trade out onto Webster as soon as he kills Raphael, but the plant is going to go down inside the bar. Bibu's coming around, we'll find him down. Look at the wrong man. Gets the first Blackbeard kill and then the knife. Bibu getting the defuse as well. Supremacy will get themselves a second round. Bibu, he just ace.
Defender mission successful.
He very well could have at 5, 8, and 1 now. He definitely got 4 of them.
Yeah. I can't remember. It was damn close if it wasn't, but I don't think going for Blackbeard first is ever going for the wrong guy. Ever.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
to be fair, like he was in a position where it was astounding he won no matter what, that neither one of them could turn in time. And if you're going to have to deal with one of them, getting rid of Blackbeard while he was looked sideways and then turning to the Kapkan, who...
True, yes.
Yeah, it's
definitely... If Thermite had stood up and killed him afterwards, at least Thermite. The Blackbeard would be dead, and it's then Thermite versus, I think it was Rook.
Right.
No, not Rook. Yeah, there was, easier. It's easier for his remaining teammate to kill the Thermite than it would have been for the...
To 1v1 the Blackbeard, right.
To locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Definitely the worst, but results the same anyways. He got both kills and got the defuse, and yeah, pretty short. The ace. Very nice round from Bibu then, and none of it was with traps. Infused now defending the top floor themselves. Supremacy once again just comfortably with that round lead. Infused fully reinforcing this wall. One of them was left open by Supremacy. That's where the attack came in from. Barbed wire in all the doorways. Infused dropping Kapkan traps down by the top of these stairs as well. And some barbed wire of their own. Forcing the backside from the toilet too.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Players in here will make holes in towards the other side. They haven't gone with quite so many outside aggressive cameras. So we'll see whether or not that does anything. Webster around. Does spray behind the car. A little bit too early to get the sledge coming around, but he was never going to get that as the drones were coming in to check for him. Now Webster once again, he's just trying to be a nuisance, trying to be unpredictable.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Keeping
Attackers have
on the
recovered
move
their
inside. Just towards the front edge. A lot of the players repelling up sides. Anubis staying on the cameras. He's down, currently prone inside the train. Still just running all over the place as he does get spotted out by Raphael's drone, and he will back away with that. Safely into the reading room. Upstairs, Smitch watching towards A and white stairs. Optics has taken a beating from that grenade as it came down through the breach of above red stairs. Snake gonna look as Raphael actually drops in already. They're bringing Zephyr in too. Come in through the drop. Optics just get down through another grenade. He's actually hidden here behind Zephyr's scope. I think you can see his back if he looks a little bit to the left, but he's going to come inside instead. Keeps an eye on that cigar lounge. Optics, they don't know he's down, of course. They won't have got the points for it. There we go. Bibu comes around the corner and gets the free kill.
Now he's wicked down. Yikes.
You should be dead.
Yikes.
Goes to punch the... Wow.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has
Punch the
been
razor
dropped.
wire,
Attackers
does set off the
recover
Capcan trap and survives it.
Absolutely does not
Now
deserve
he's
to be
checking
alive.
every other doorway with the Twitch drone. Comes on in, we'll find Snake at the far side of the room again as well. Snake kills off his drone. The diffuser is on Atomic, who's now a little bit low and does spot the camera here inside Piano. Sango watching red stairs. Bibu watching the push from White. Anubis is going to come up that stairwell.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
Thermite's been down, but he's not dead. Bibu's still just waiting and watching the push. It is going to be Anubis on the stairs, but Anubis with a very good shot and reaction gets the kill. Does fall back as now Twitch is starting to spray in that same direction, but 35 seconds on the clock and he can now go around and punish them from underneath as well. Atomic been put back on his feet. He's now spraying through the freezer as they try and push on in. Doc's going to get himself up, but get pistoled down again by Twitch. Two defenders left alive. Thermite inside the freezer is looking for a plant. Blackbeard's coming one way, nearly shooting teammates. Can't plant in the freezer, has to come out, and that means Anubis is going to flank. He comes out to find the planter. Doesn't get the kill as Blackbeard is there for him. Actually did get the kill.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Yeah, just barely.
10 seconds remaining.
Rafael now heading into the next corner. The wall is reinforced, it's not going to matter. Webster is going to let the plant go through. Heading into the freezer now. Zephyr's just heard him in the last second. Now turns to look behind him. Actually gives away his head. He will be down, but Rafael's going to pre-fire the corner. Supremacy grabbed themselves a win on attack, and Infused are down now 3 rounds to 1, but it came so very close. A lot of confusion at the end there. Webster just held his finger on the trigger a little bit more after downing that first man. You know they're both going to be close to each other. You know they were going to be there. Why would you take your finger at least off the aim down sights after getting the first down?
I don't know if maybe he thought Blackbeard planted. I feel like he should have heard them both, but maybe that's what went through his head. Like he thought Blackbeard planted and the other Twitch was still somewhere else.
Possibly, yeah.
It wouldn't really make sense,
Yeah,
but
I know Blackbeard killed my teammate to the left. They told me that. Thermite was there, and that's where the diffuser was.
and then the plant
And
came
Twitch is
through,
still
right,
alive, and the plant came through at a point where
where Blackbeard probably couldn't have picked up that
Yeah.
kill. Yeah, right.
I don't know. Either way,
Attackers need to locate
Hindsight's
and defuse
20/20.
bombs as they can.
it is very tough to make those on-the-fly decisions at that point. And Supremacy are reaping the benefits. Up 3 rounds to 1 now. And back onto defensive, arguably the easiest site.
Now was it Supremacy that Supremacy did pick this
Attackers
map?
discovered the location
Yes.
of a bomb.
And it definitely should, because I was going to say they look far more confident in their attacks in this map than they did on Bank,
Definitely.
for sure.
The defensive setup there, let's see. Well, fail battering the walls from White stairs again.
10 seconds to go.
Upstairs, trapdoor not dead yet.
5 seconds to insertion.
The attacking lineup from Infused has switched out the fuse and brought in a sledge instead.
Attackers are moving to
Sangro
defuse
is
the
now
bomb.
heading up to the trapdoor. Zephyr is repositioned away from his spot before. He's crack open the window looking towards Park Cali. Optics is just getting past the angle and he can't quite line him up in time. Oh, he could have gone. Not patient enough. He actually crept back into the sideline there for a second. Zephyr taking attack, gets away and also just ducks around the corner there before Sledge gets him. Continues on up and he will now join on the top floor with Smoke and Valkyrie. Gets told, nope, we're full. Goes back down again. Inside towards the A site itself. Decides he's got enough
Can't
roomers.
sit here. Seat's taken.
Single inside a cabinet by A. Bibu inside the freezer, checking all the cameras below. The attacking team doing the same thing with a lot of drones and a lot of faces. Webster did chase that little Jaeger up the stairs. Now Smitch is coming to the wall next to him. Optics is out in the corridor watching in towards A. Zephyr's actually right on the other side of that door. Rafael there as well. Take out the camera and then reposition away. Anubis up top. It's cracked open this trapdoor obviously with his hammer. Snake started the battery that to thermite the wall, but it's taken out with a battery. It's rare you see that wall battery trick, but one, he got the right spot out of 3 possible choices, sorry.
Right.
2, they just hadn't cracked the window open to do anything about it. Now, the battery has been killed off with a grenade. That time he cannot make it happen. And there we go, it will now blow open. Switch now on the stairs. There's a nice angle inside, and the shield, of course, to deal with it. He's actually up top. The ideal spot would be below. Instead, we've got Webster and Thermite out there. Spraying the gap, fail. Pins Webster into the corner, but doesn't do any damage. Freaks back out again, prone, and Rafael will still land the important shots for the kill. Minute on the clock. Upstairs, Sangro is still there. Above the stair trapdoor, Sledge has just moved to rappel down the window to drop the diffuser directly onto his teammate below. Smoke still cautious. Sledge has now moved away from the trapdoor again and is going to crack the windows open at A. Smoke is now starting to come down these stairs and the timing is going to be perfect. Smitch is there. Plant.
Attackers activating diffuser.
Plant is going down inside A. Sangro then, here we come down. Snake is inside. Optics is at the window. Does just catch him away. Does get the flick around. Nice shot onto Snake.
Great flick.
Now Optics is unsure. Underneath him is Blackbeard, but he sprints straight past Blackbeard's crosshairs, looks the other way, swings back the other way to Optics and does land the better shots.
Oh, Sangro is on friggin' fire right now.
Fantastic little flick back and forth. Saves a life far longer than he perhaps should do, but makes the most of every second he gets. And not a single player died for Supremacy as they do retake the bomb site and defuse the bomb.
Once again, maybe Bank is just the one map they said, you know what, we're just not going to worry about this one because this is a totally different team watching them on Kafe.
Yeah.
A far, far stronger defense, and their attack is actually coordinated. Their pacing is so much better.
Yeah, it seems like these smaller maps where they can really be on top of each other,
right,
they're far better at.
Right, because their roamers are good at disappearing and relocating and everything, but it takes so long to do that on Bank that it kind of, you know, is setting them back a little.
And like here, there's always one or two people firing at the same guy, and it's very easy for that to happen because of how small this map is. On Bank, there's so many spots they have to cover.
Yeah.
The time it takes one person to cover one spot and then rotate and help his teammate out mid-shot.
Right. You're either leaving openings or you're spread out covering different spots.
Yeah. 4 rounds to 1 then now in favor of Supremacy. All they need is one more round to secure themselves 3 points and complete that unbeaten record, keep it going. How are they going to manage it? They've got to do it on attack. They bring the same 5 operators as normal. They're up against the same defenders that Infused been running all day. Anubis, though, once again with his cap can up top. I don't imagine will get himself a second kill, especially not onto the same Blackbeard.
10 seconds left
I
before
think
insertion.
he's ready for it, but we'll see. As once again he's doing the reinforcements and
5
setting
seconds
up
left.
his traps in standard positions.
Attackers
Jumps
have
over the
recovered
balcony,
their
takes a bit of
diffuser.
damage. If you
Attackers
break
must
the
locate and
balcony, don't
defuse the
take the
bomb.
damage. And now Ibis is having some connection issues. Upstairs then, Optics throwing out a couple of cameras still. He's going to hide it in the Christmas tree. There's the rest of his team still setting up some defense. Atomic going straight up to the roof. Bibu droning in the top floor as well for him. Tangle with the diffuser on Sledge is going up the B site windows and we'll start breaking those open with his hammer. And then heading to the top floor. Zephyr just making sure no one comes to peek outside and deal with that Sledge while he does this because, to be fair, they did try it themselves. Zephyr tried to peek out from the bakery actually to get the man that was there. It was shut down very quickly by Anubis firing from the Christmas market. Bibu now happy with his droning will go on up and join his team who are already inside Piano. Zephyr coming in through the window and Rafael is just watching him to make sure he can get in.
Man, that sounds bright.
It's a reflection too.
That's just, okay, alright.
Yeah, that's the light coming through the skylight, the
the
trapdoor,
resting
and then
on
hitting
the-
the wall,
right.
and that's that bright. It's insane. Starts to make holes then above the train room. We'll fire down through it. He did get a kill doing this last time around. He does just see Smitch's feet there. Smitch gets back to safety, sprints across the hole himself, now looks to make another one.
Last area.
Through looking for it, Smitch is there, he sees him, but they see each other. Shots rattling back and forth, each of them tagging. Bibu actually the only one to land damage. Smitch hasn't done anything himself. Just keeping them occupied though. Minute on the clock. Smitch is still cautious for it, looking the other way now. Snake on the other side of a reinforced wall though is safe. back to check a couple of other angles. Smitch has now got himself inside a train to safety, and Sangro is bringing the diffuser down now to this wall. Take out the trophy system
bomb
and
diffuser has
head
been
below.
dropped.
And Wet starts to plant his charge on the wall. Shots come up from underneath as Anubis does flank down onto Sangro, successfully get the kill, and then importantly run away to safety. Webster is here with him. They are safe. Rafael at the top of these stairs is going to be Anubis fighting him on the right hand side. Rafael going to push forward. He's going to get the kill. Webster not there to trade it back the other way, and Rafael gets to safety. Atomic now is inside and will begin to try and plant, but Snake's pinned in the corner, and Snake will get the kill on him. Going to stay pinned inside. He's taking a lot of damage from the Twitch on the right hand side. Bibu going to rush on in as well. He will eventually get the kill, but Webster's got one of his own. They haven't finished Snake off. Webster now trying to rush around from behind. He's got a teammate there with him in support. They've just got to stop the plant. He's got 5 seconds. Rafael is the last man standing with only Ash in hand.
Attackers need to protect the
Optics coming around. He does not see him in the corner. Rafael gets easy lined up shots and ultimately credited with a quadra kill this game.
One of their, definitely I'd say their sloppier attack this game, but still managed to at least hold it together at the end there. The pacing was certainly a lot slower. They came very little time, but able to just pick up the quick panic kills as the defense team tried to rotate back in.